Hi, so I'm just going to show you how I put together our paint shelves. I like to put this piece aside because it's quite different from all the others and it's kind of used last typically. Usually use this piece first. So what I do, I like to get all the pieces without holes together and put them aside. And got all the pieces with holes together because these are our bases where the paint's slot down, and these are our backs, which typically will rest like that. So what I do, I get our two sides, brush off the sawdust, and what I like to do, I start with the very back piece first, and you can tell it's the back piece because it's the opposite corner to this one. So you want to have that bit near the front and that bit at the back. Just slot it in. Tape the other side and match it. And then just by putting that piece on first, you should have somewhat of a sturdiness to the yeah, it should have some sturdiness to the piece before you really get going. The next step is to take the thinnest piece, the one without this this flat part behind the holes, and that one goes in first. You want to be careful with these pieces because if you put too much pressure here, you could break the holes. So just slot it in nicely. You want to make sure that it is flush with the top slot. And you want to make sure that it fits inside the slot in the back piece. Next step then is to grab one of your backboards, your back bases, and then just want to slide it in. You know what, you could actually, thinking about it, just slot all these pieces in first and then add your backs. So slot the next base in. It doesn't matter which order you put this shape in, they're all the same. They're all the same shape from here. Yeah, slot that one in. Take the next one, next flat surface, flat area, I mean. You just want to be careful. You don't want to put too much force on either side. You want to try and get it so it slots in evenly. And I find the best way to do that is to kind of tip it on its back and slot it from the bottom. And there we go. So you got all your bases in. Then you take your backboards and slot them down, and then they should just fit in the tiny peg hole in the middle of your boards. So you just want to give it a little wiggle. You might want to just pinch by here and just wiggle the board up and down ever so slightly, or maybe wiggle it back and forth if it doesn't go right in straight away. So yeah, so that's all the pieces except the front two. The next step is to take this thinner piece, so you can tell it's different because it's got a hole instead of a peg. You take that piece, tip it up so the front is facing you, and then you put the peg so it's facing the front, or you. You slot it in on the left, and then the right, or the other way around, whichever your preference is. And then you're going to want to bring it forward, and it's just it's not going to click into place, so it might make a click like that. And then the last step is to take your final front piece. Oops, that one just fell back because of gravity. So you just want to move that back a bit. There we go. There we are. And that's a complete paint shelf. This method will work for all of our options. We have the 3-layer. It just means you'll have one less layer before you reach your front pieces. They're going to be the same, roughly the same height. That one's actually a test model. Yeah, I broke that bit. So that was a test model. So don't know that one. all versions should have the thickness of this size, not the one I just showed you. But this method will work for the 3-layer. It'll work for the wider ones where it's 8 paint slots wide. So yeah, just follow the method that I've shown you here, and you should be sorted. If you have any questions, just give us a message on our Facebook page or leave a comment below, and I'll give you a hand. Have a good day.